Has upgrading to a Nintendo Switch 2 really enhanced my Pokemon Scarlet experience? There's only one real way to test this, so I pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2, picked it up early morning on release day, and got to doing what I do best, shiny hunting. But to truly test the limits of the new system, I shiny hunted in the 3 most notorious spots in Paldea, known for their lag and just general unplayability. This is what I found. So here's how this is all going to work. First, we will complete a shiny hunt on the Switch 1 version of Scarlet in the target area, and then we'll complete another shiny hunt on the Switch 2 upgraded version of Pokemon Scarlet in the same area and compare the gameplay to determine if the upgrade to a Nintendo Switch 2 was worth it. First up, we are heading to Lagiado Mountain, where gameplay can be very hit and miss with frame rates dropping to suboptimal figures during blizzards. I decided that my first target would be Snova, as this is a Pokemon that I hadn't yet got in this game. We whipped together a grass type sandwich and got to the hunt. The lag on Glaciado Mountain isn't as crazy as the other 2 places we will be hunting in, but when there is a blizzard, it can be super hard not to get frustrated with the dropped frames. Nonetheless, it didn't take too long for our target to appear. Oh! Hello! We got our target. It is a good shiny, and this is why we wanted to go. Yeah, he's walking up to us. He's come to say, look at the texture at the bottom. How good. Great sparkles. Surely we can just quick ball this guy. Boom, look at it. The ball suits him too. That was a good catch. And to be honest, like, there was some lag, obviously, but it wasn't terrible this time. We didn't actually have many blizzards, which was nice. Now it was time to take the hunt to new heights with the upgraded Pokemon Scarlet on Switch 2. Okay, that is a lot of Pokemon. Look at them all. Look at them all. Oh my god. So many. You can immediately feel and see the difference. Even when fast traveling, the load times have improved dramatically. I made my way to Lagiado Mountain to see if it still gave us a reason to call it that. I would be lying if I said I wasn't immediately impressed. It took about 3.7 seconds for me to be convinced this was everything we were hoping for. I decided that I would hunt for a shiny Frostlass and got to making a ghost type sandwich. As you could see, we had a ton of spawns, mostly Ghastlies and Grievards, with the odd Frostlass here and there, but honestly I'd be happy with any of these. A big thing that I noticed was the sheer number of spawns that were there. A shiny hunter's true paradise, getting more and more encounters. We made a few laps around the mountain and were quickly met with a new friend. Hey, there it is. Look. Okay. Very nice. What a good shiny. You already know. You already know. Quick ball. Nice. We got a Frostlass. I think it's safe to say that there is a clear improvement to Pokemon Scarlet in Glaciado Mountain, and this area has been saved by the upgrade. However, would we be able to say the same for the next area? An area that had everything needed to become a fan favourite area, except for the required frame rate to not make people want to leave. Welcome to Lag Tree Thicket. Now, on the original Switch, this name is absolutely necessary. I mean, look at this footage. Okay, Lag Tree Thicket. It began as soon as we walked in. A stable frame rate in this area is more rare than the shinies we were hunting for today, which just means the hunt itself is going to be a little bit more painful. We spent the first little while hunting for fungus, using the rest of the sandwich powers from the snow run hunt. While hunting for fungus, we happened to stumble across a different Pokemon and decided to take a quick stop. Oh look. Alright, quick detour. Not what we were expecting to do this video, but hello. What ball do we want it in? Oh, a dusk ball looks good. It's nighttime. Okay. Oi. Oh, so close. Oh. Hey, we lived. We lived. Okay. Do we master ball it? Yeah. Got a bit of lag on the catch even. Nice. Little bit of a detour, but that's okay. We had finally caught our Virizion spawn in Scarlet, which was kinda cool. The grass sandwich would soon run out and we would create a psychic type sandwich to hunt for another shiny I had never gotten before, Oranguru. Oranguru's shiny is pretty cool, changing from its white coat to having a pink coat with more blue accents. I think this is a great shiny and it wouldn't take long until we could add it to our team. Oh, very noticeable. Look at him. Hello? Sir, I am over here. Oh, wow. What a good shiny. And about time too. This lag was starting to get to my head. So good. Okay. While he sleeps, we need to try and be quiet, not to wake him up. What sort of ball? Should we go a dream ball? Okay, I'm gonna throw the ball now. Balloon! Shh! Nice. Okay, we can talk. He's captured. All in all, I think Tag Tree Thicket is a very aesthetically pleasing area that has so much potential, but the dropped frame rates is enough to keep any player from ever wanting to go there. But there is hope. Switching over to the Nintendo Switch 2, yet again I was immediately impressed with the overwhelming improvement. No lag? Wow, this is great. There's like, it's actually playable. Okay. I decided I would hunt for a shiny that I had got once before, but loved so much I'd happily take another. Impotent. We smashed together a fairy type sandwich and got to the hunt. Making my circles in this colourful forest was very pleasing, and we can now dub this area with a new name, Lag Free Thicket. It wouldn't take long until something would shine, but it wasn't what we were expecting. Hang on. Is that shiny? There's no way. What? We weren't even going for this. Ah, that is such a good shiny too. The grayscale is awesome. That was so quick. Is Mimikyu a fairy type? The improvements were obvious and Tag Tree Thicket could finally take its place as a fan favourite. With Mimikyu caught, it was time for us to embark on our final journey to the laggiest area in all of Pokemon, Casseroya Lake, better known as Lag Lake. Forget hard shiny hunts, just flying or running too fast in this area would make the frame rates plummet. Only the bravest would dare hunt at Casseroya Lake while on the original Nintendo Switch. So that's exactly what I did. With the lowest of low frame rates, just travelling around this area was a pain. But nonetheless, we created a flying type sandwich and began our expedition around the lake to find the iconic red Gyarados. And thankfully, Arceus was looking out for me and gave me this shiny pretty quickly. Ah! Hello! Yeah, what's up? That was actually so quick. Should we just catch it in a normal Pokeball? Oh, a sport ball? This would be pretty cool. Nice. Perfect. That didn't take long at all. We had caught the famed red shiny, and I am so happy that it was over quickly because Lag Lake is just that. Lag. But would it continue to be an unplayable area with the recent Switch 2 upgrade? Time to jump over and find out. We were currently 2 for 2 when it comes to the performance of these once laggy areas, and hopes were high for Casseroya Lake. Would we go 3 for 3? Well, rather than just telling you, let me show you. Now it's worth noting that while we were flying around the lake, we still had an active fairy type sandwich. And well, with those sandwich powers, a shiny would soon make itself known and allow us to complete this hunt. Whoa! Here we go! Shiny Meryl! Nice! All in all, hasn't been too bad on Casseroya Lake. Which is the one that I was super worried about. Very nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. That's 6 shinies caught. We had caught 6 shinies, 3 on each console, and let me tell you, this upgrade on Switch 2 is nothing short of breathtaking. Pokemon Scarlet feels like a completely new game, and I know many people will just say this is how it should have been from day one, but nonetheless, this upgrade still left me speechless for most of my initial moments. From the improved frame rates to the crystal clear images and to the huge spawn numbers, upgrading to the Switch 2 is a no-brainer. I am very much looking forward to playing this game a whole lot more and making a whole lot more content for Scarlet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the channel as we have a whole bunch more content just like this. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.